Hi, I'm Sam Saif, President and CEO of Purpose Investments. Bonds have probably been the most divisive asset in terms of investors across the world in the last couple of years, and specifically in the last year. What do investors do with their bond portfolios? There are investors that believe bonds are the worst asset class, and then there are investors that believe that bonds are the best asset class. So let's look at what actually happened in 2015. First, when you look at it, most people's forecasts were for interest rates to rise in Canada and the United States in this year. In fact, they did the opposite. Bank of Canada cut rates twice, and of course, the US Fed didn't raise rates at all and hasn't yet raised rates. But what that meant was that the actual asset classes that performed well were the ones that most people were saying were not going to. So government bonds in Canada had a really nice year, over 2.5% year-to-date returns. And the opposite, high-yield bonds and credit assets, in fact, had very negative years. So high-yield bonds were down almost 5%, and corporate bonds were down slightly negative. In the United States, probably much of the same. So government bonds were actually flat because the Fed didn't do anything. And really what we've seen is high-yield bonds, of course, be very negative, driven primarily by a lot of the energy and commodity issuers as opposed to the broad high-yield and credit marketplace. So what does this mean for investors in bonds over the next 12 months and potentially beyond? First, let's look at the US marketplace. The US Fed is going to start to raise rates, and likely they're going to do it here in December. It's really hard to argue that they're not going to go up by 25 basis points, and we potentially are going to see them move up, but I don't think significantly. This will have no impact on the economy, very little impact on mortgage rates, and probably very little impact on bond portfolios. And the reason is because what really matters is what's going to happen with the 5-year government bond and the 10-year government bond yield to really impact those levels. The second, in Canada, there's a view that the Bank of Canada is going to actually cut interest rates. The difficulty is, in the face of what the Fed is doing, if they start to raise rates, I can't see the Bank of Canada really significantly cutting rates. So my view is the Bank of Canada is actually going to stay flat. My bigger concern is two things. One, the reward per unit of risk of bonds today looks ugly. You're not getting paid a significant amount of yield relative to the amount of risk that you're taking. That's going to be an extremely big challenge for most investors. And I believe the second issue is volatility is going to rise. So despite interest rates, at point A to point B staying flat, we're likely going to see volatility in those periods increasing. And that's really what I think is going to be a concern for most investors and for most portfolios. And we have to be very cautious about the risk and reward that we're taking from our bond portfolio.